Like, get up on the stage,
I
Hattie Gamer.
have a...
What's up, HBO? I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. I have a super quick comment. I've said, I think, pretty much everything that I wanted to say in past streams, but Chase, first up, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate and respect how you've been handling the situation. Because I think it could be very, very easy for someone that's experiencing what you're experiencing to just very aggressively lash out and maybe reciprocate a lot of the negativity that's been sent your way. So I just appreciate, especially on Twitter, how you've been handling the situation, how you've been asking for conversation, how you've been very respectful, I think, in a context that might humanly and just like normally with, you know, how humans are and emotions, you might want to act a different way. So I just appreciate how you've responded to this, and I think, you know, it's easy for people again to just get really heated about it and to get really passionate about it, and you know, I get it, but I just respect how you've been, you know, going through this. And I want you to know, and I know that you already know this, you are a big influencer in the community that people genuinely love.
Thank you.
I know that you're getting this heat from people, but Chase, you are loved. And I need you to know that in the community, people respect you. You're someone that people look to for content, for recommendations. We just appreciate you for that. And yeah, and I'm sorry that you are the one receiving this negativity. And it's truthfully, you know, what's being said, you know, isn't fair to you. And, you know, people are going to have opinions on how it should be handled. People are going to have opinions on, you know, whatever. But fundamentally, I just really respect what you're doing. And I just thank you for what you're doing and for standing up for what you believe in.
Thank you, HBO. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all I got. But, I don't know, I just appreciate you, man. You're doing great work, and beyond all this heat, we all really appreciate you, and we all really love you, and just thank you for what you do every day. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, HBO. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, HBO, as a woman, have any of my comments have been sexist or misogynistic or rude? I want to ask the woman on the panel.
Yeah. In my opinion, no.
Okay.
And this is the thing. Yeah, as I've said before, I know you. We're friends. I know how you think. Well, to a certain extent, right? I know how you are. So I know that the comments that you say and maybe the things that you poke fun at are never with malicious intent. Are never, actually to be taken seriously. So, because I know you, because we have, a friendship, I know that you are a good guy and that you are not misogynistic, sexist, etc. And, I also wanted to point out that this is just another side note. I wish that people that you've had conversations with would come on stream and would have conversations. I wish that was a thing. I think that would provide a lot of clarity, but I also think it is important to maybe realize their perspective in the sense of, if they were invited on this stream, who is viewed primarily by your audience, they may feel very intimidated.
So I have a question.
And
I have a retort to that.
yeah,
I've never said that they can't invite their supporters on stream too.
Yeah.
For them to view
absolutely.
too. Because I was telling how many
absolutely.
people ride for these people that would want to come and commentate on what's happening in stream. This could be an insightful my thing is this: I'm not making this conversation private to my community. My Twitch is pretty open.
Yeah.
Only people that could comment are people that following me, because like I said before, I've had racist comments come in the past, so I made it follower only because and so my thing is, it's not like I'm singling out like, oh, this creator has to come on and you can only listen to me and my community, only us. No, I've never said that.
No,
because my thing is, I would assume, because this is my thing, HBO, if you were going to if I invited you on a live stream, like it was like a HBO Dark Sage live stream, would you not invite your audience to come and participate or come and watch?
I absolutely would. 100%.
I assume that. I could be wrong, but I assume that someone as a content creator would do that. I'm not saying you're going to do that every single time you think that, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying, oh, it's me and my community only. You have to just listen to us. You can bring your community and I'll have them on and listen to them. In fact, I'm inviting people from her community to speak. That's the funny part.
Absolutely. But 100%,
and I said
100%. 100%. And I think in this context, they would be even more inclined maybe to invite their community. 100%. But again, even with them inviting their community, they're going to 100% still feel intimidated, because it's conflict over conversation versus conflict over text.
So this is my thing. I feel like if you're in this Discord and you want to have a conversation with me, don't mind what the chat is doing unless I bring up the chat, because it's just me and you talking. Like right now, me and you are talking. You're not talking and you're out reading at the same time. I'm pretty sure. I think that's pretty hard. I think that's pretty difficult to do. Talk and read at the same time. And my thing is this: I've said this in previous streams. I will put my chat in emote only, like to where you can only put emotes. So I don't know how to create a more neutral space for a situation like that on here, to make it to where you can invite your community and it be emo only. And I've said we are not going to attack these people. But my thing is this: what is attack? Because is it just disagreeing and holding someone accountable for what they did, or is it just calling them names and insults? Because a lot of times on today, I've seen people go back and forth, and I've seen some people hold others accountable, and I've seen people insult others.
Yeah, and I think and I think you going about that, being willing to have the emote thing and all that sort of stuff, I think that's great. And what I'm going to suggest next, you can retaliate saying that you're blocked, but maybe it's having a conversation. Maybe it's, and I know that you shouldn't have to do this, and I know that, this, you shouldn't have to do this, but maybe it's you DMing them and saying, hey, like, again, being really respectful, like you have been, like, hey, like, this is something that I would love to talk about on stream. 1, would you be willing? And 2, is there anything that I can do to, like, managing the stream or anything of that nature to set it up more in a way that you're comfortable with? And I don't know what that means. I'm not someone who uses Twitch or anything of that nature, so I don't entirely know what that would be. But maybe it's just being a little bit, I don't know, I shouldn't say intentional because you have been, but maybe it's, if you want to have these conversations, you might have to make the first move, which isn't fair, right? But you might have to make the first move. Do you think I didn't already? You did. Yes, you did.
I made the initiation. That other person didn't. And because I initiated a conversation, everybody attacked me.
Right. Which isn't okay. Isn't okay.
Can I also bring another point to you?
Yep, go ahead.
Remember when the woman called me misogynist? I literally politely DM'd her, and she said you can show it on stream, just as long as you don't send no one to attack me or say malicious things. And I told stream we're not going to do that. Did I not?
Right. Would you say the interactions in DMs have been more civil than just normal Twitter public tweets.
Can I be real with you?
Yep.
Only one person out of that whole group that doesn't talk to me on a regular basis has DM'd me. All of them telling me that I should handle this privately, but all of them wanted to ostracize me and say insults, shame me and insult me on a public, the public platform of everybody being able to see. Only one person DM'd me, and they said that I see your intentions and I know that you're a good person, but right now might not be the right time. And I said, I respect your opinion. I understand. I'm glad, and I told them I'm glad that you came at me in a DM and said this to me rather than like trying to come at me. I'm not gonna put that person's name out there. Even though I already told y'all that person DM'd me, but this person understood what I was coming from and knew that I didn't have any bad or malicious intentions. There was someone that supports Colleen, and I'm not putting this on Colleen. They said that if he doesn't learn through these, then we're gonna have to maliciously teach him or something like that. A woman said that to me.
Yeah, she responded to me, but with that, I can find the tweet if you want it.
She literally said that he has to learn maliciously or something like that, and I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, because if I were to say something like that, oh man, it would have been World War V on the timeline. Oh man, so enlighten me, HBO, enlighten me.
No, I'm not trying to enlighten you. I'm just trying to figure this out a little bit. Are you comfortable / would you, I know the answer to this probably. Are you comfortable / would you be willing to DM these people first?
Who are these people? The people that have been coming at me on the Twitter timeline? I want to say no, only because just from the interaction from here, because it's my thing, right? I get labeled the bad guy because I want to talk on stream, and I acknowledge that it might not be a safe space for someone coming in to my community, even though their community is also welcome. But these people have come to me, slandered my name. They didn't say, hey, how about I organize you and Colleen speaking to DMs or anything. No, these people just started insulting me and trashing my name. They didn't ask me how I feel. None of them DM me. And you gotta look at, and the way that they're talking to me on the timeline, I don't want to have a conversation with them in private because I don't trust that, because I feel like they're going to misconstrue something. I'm not sure if you could delete DMs on Twitter. I know you can on IG. I haven't really seen it on Twitter, but my thing is I don't trust that, because people could delete things. Like I said earlier, someone deleted their tweets when they were saying mean stuff about the community. That's why I really don't trust doing that, and I'd rather do it on a public platform, especially when all this has happened on a public platform. I'd rather end it and show everybody that we could be civil, we can have a conversation, we could, like I said, agree to disagree, and we could still be friends at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's very fair, and it's, I said that with a grain of salt, because part of me was, you've been getting a little bit, not a little bit, but you've been getting negative in heat and, feedback, all that sort of stuff, so I get where you're coming from. I don't know, it's hard because, I go on Twitter, and that's literally all I see scrolling through my feed.
Do you think I'm a bad guy for any of this stuff?
For what stuff?
Just the stuff that you've been saying about me.
No, I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you're a guy that's trying to navigate things that have been said about you that are untrue. I think that's what you're trying to do. Say it again?
I truly believe Sage is taking the best possible approach with it, because he has what he has, because he's blocked by multiple people, so he'd have to go out to DM people, but he's doing what he can with what he has. Basically, he's being very civil about it. Like you said, HBO easily could have just gone on a tirade either on stream or on Twitter and handle it the wrong way, which a lot of people would, but he's taking it an approach that is very respectable, which I am glad. And it's, hey, you just have to look at it. Chase could easily just be like, you're targeting me, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting off Twitter. But no, he's inviting conversation. I do agree, it could be intimidating, but there are things as DMs where you can be like, hey, how do we make this to your liking so that you can feel just fine? I know it is Chase the Dark Sage's stream, but if you're going to be a part of a one-on-one conversation, it's a 50-50, because it's one, Sage, and two, the person in question. So he's doing it in a way where I'm like, all right, this is very respectable, and he could easily have taken this a different way.
So, I have another question. This is just me asking questions, getting us thinking. I don't take this the wrong way. I'm just genuinely asking questions.
Okay.
So,
yes.
Do you think that your responses on Twitter, I'm not saying that they're bad, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do them. What I'm asking is, do you think your responses are encouraging other people to say similar things and to speak out and basically generate more just crap? Again, I'm not saying that it's what you're doing is bad or that you shouldn't be doing it. I'm just genuinely asking, do you think your responses are encouraging more of this similar behavior?
So this is my thing, because a lot of people I felt were attacking me, and I could have easily went to the insults. I could have easily attacked them back. I didn't think it was the right thing to do, especially as it was funny because a lot of them say that you should be the bigger person. You should take the bigger stance or whatever. But they don't realize that I'm human just like them, but they want to shame me or insult me. So I will say that this is my thing, right? If you watch the content, because if you watch the content, you can see that I'm a pretty civil person unless I'm getting hyped up. Like if we're in a little anime manga debate, then I'm gonna get a little hyped up and I'm gonna start screaming and yelling and all that. But I feel like in terms of like a conversation like this, a serious conversation to be had, I'm willing to listen. I feel like I am. I could be wrong. I could be interpreting this wrong. You guys can tell me. I feel like I'm open to it. But I will say that the energy that I was giving on Twitter, the best thing honestly for me to have done was to ignore it all. Could I have contacted Colleen in private? Yes, I do agree with that. Yeah. But this is my thing. How would I contact her in private? And this is my thing, right? If I did try to contact her in private, who's to say if I say, hey, this is Chase, I want to speak with you, she just doesn't block me then and there on that platform too.
Right.
I'm saying my intentions with the tweet initially was, because we all know there's people that like Colleen that are in here too, or that follow me too, or that watch my Twitter too, that would have reported, quote unquote, back to her the tweet. And so my intention was it was going to get back to her. She would have probably saw one of the conversation. And literally she would have came to me, hey, I had the conversation, but it has to be on my terms, like this, and this. We could have negotiated terms to make it a safer space for her to actually talk about it. I would have been down for that. She hasn't contacted me, which I'm not, what's the word? I'm not entitled to a message. But I have seen people make assumptions off of how she feels. And I'm like, I'd rather hear it coming from her than you guys. And I feel like a lot of them are having mob mentality where they're all just riding for each other right now, instead of trying to hear what I say or actually watch full pieces of content of where I'm actually talking about this stuff. So I will admit I did not have the necessarily welcoming energy when it came to my replies, but my initial tweet, I felt like I had the welcoming energy. But in my replies, I will admit, when I was replying to people that was coming at me, I wasn't trying to come at them, but I was kind of questioning their logic. I was toying with them a bit because I'm not taking any of their insults seriously. Because this is my thing, right? I'm from the age. Oh, I guess I'm an ageist. I'm from the age where I can literally just turn my computer off or just X out to Twitter, and I won't see any of this mess.
Right.
I don't take any of this like seriously. I don't take any of this to heart. Good. It saddens me to see this, but also, oh, it says Aaron's still going. Let's check Twitter. Oh wow. But yes, I will feel that my energy was not fully welcoming. Possibly. I could have came off a bit sarcastic. I could have came off a bit maybe arrogant, cocky.
Right, but and I think, maybe that's good to, potentially realize, but I also think it's important to realize from everyone's perspective, you are a human being getting trashed on Twitter. So, I mean, you're going to react the way that you're going to react. And
also, the woman that called me sexist blocked me. I wanted to tell you and chat all that.
I got you.
Oh, that's good. That's great. Yeah. I don't know. This has just been a very strange situation, and I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where this goes in like a week. Like, is this will probably be dead in like a couple days. I mean, hopefully. I feel like it's been going on for long.
In a week, I'm not responding to any more of this. I am not responding to any more of this after today's stream. Today's stream was the final stream of like, all right, I'm nipping this in the bud.
Yeah.
If anything really big happens in the community where I need to really like clear my name, then yeah, I'll do it. But in terms of all this right here, I'm not paying attention to this. I'm not paying this no more.
Yeah.